Drea.
Drea O.
Drea O.
Drea O.
Drea O. Drea O.
I'm from Chicago and
I'm with Drea O right now.
Drea O. Drea O.
Beautiful Drea O.
I'm with my girl Drea O.
And she everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go.
It's everywhere you go. It's crazy.
when did you really decide that you really wanted to do this for real?
Like, when did you really decide? Or did you always know?
No, I always knew like this was the only thing that I wanted to do. But like you always go for it and you always work towards it and you always like, all right, I'm getting the studio, I'm working on something. And I always had like a little fire. So it was always something, whether it was like local, but people know me locally. You know what I'm saying? It was always just something. And I was just hitting licks at the time. I remember this was like a couple years ago. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm hitting licks. And I used to hit like big money licks. And I just used to pray to God like, man, give me like one opportunity for real, motherfucker. Like, I've been doing this forever. Like, I need a real opportunity. Like, I need some fans and tour buses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the big stages. I'm like, just do that. I prayed. Like 2 months later, that's when Durk like, man, I want to sign him. So I'm like, damn, all right, prayer work. All right, God, cool. You know what I'm saying? You showed yourself. And I told God that if you get me a situation, I won't hit these licks no more. Because I was in a situation where everybody who I was hitting licks with was going to jail. I'm the only motherfucker still hitting licks, but I used to move smart, so it was like, all right, I come up 10 bands, 15 bands here, but I'm gone. And the niggas I'm with, they used to try to go 30, 40, 50 bands. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't know how to stop. So I'm like, God, I won't keep doing this shit, because I almost got caught. Police on my ass. Yeah, I was like 23. I was living in Chicago on Calumet 75th. And goddamn it, I was a barber right on, what is that? 75th and Prairie. And you know what I'm saying? I'm cutting hair at the barber shop. And like, I was looking for a lick then because I'm barely making money in this motherfucker. I'm cold, but I don't have clients. So I'm barely making money. I got only like my friends sliding, you know what I'm saying? Then just out of nowhere, it became summertime. Everybody need haircuts, and I'm just meeting people. So I meet this one nigga. I ain't gonna say his name, just because, you know what I'm saying? He one of the motherfuckers. He went to jail too. You know what I'm saying? But I met this nigga and I'm cutting his hair. And he like, man, ain't nobody ever cut my hair like this. He had a patch in his head, and the way his hair was made, like, you gotta do his shit right in order for it to look right. You gotta blend it right. And I did his shit right because I'm trying to get that tip. So I'm just thinking about a tip. And he asked me like, what is it that you really want to do? He like, I make like $5 grand a week just sitting on my ass. Ooh, I'm $5 grand a week, nigga. I'm lucky to leave with like $25, $30 in this motherfucker, because I do shit. Man, come on, I'll do it for $5. Come on. And he was like, man, just come to my house, come fuck with me. He put me on the lick, and he was just telling me like, this how you do it, woo up the band, whatever. And when I did it, I was successful. At first, matter of fact, I was a driver.
Delivery?
No, like, I drive motherfuckers around to do the licks.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of running.
Trying to make the little goofy ass money he had for me. A couple hundred just to drive. Then I'm like, yo, I'm seeing what they doing. I could do this shit better. You know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't boosting. Nah, it was serious. And I'm like, look, yo, I could do this shit better, bro. And he like, man, I'm gonna give you a chance, you know. Put me on tour. My first job, I had to get my own friend, my own car, so I'm like, I'm hollering at all my friends. Some people skeptical. Some people, I know you too goofy to motherfucking be with me. I need somebody that's just perfect. So my homie K and Freak, I used to go grab them. And we'll swap off weeks or whatever. And I used to just pay them. I used to pay them like $500 just to drive. And I'd be like, I'll take care of, you know, everything. And yeah, man, shit just started getting difficult with that. Like,
how long did it take before it started getting difficult?
Probably like 6 months.
So it was sweet for 6 months, then it started getting difficult.
Yeah, it's sweet only because you're new to the bread. So the difficult part you don't even pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Then you start making all the money, and it's like, okay, I could say honestly, like, man, I did it for like 2.5 years, and I was doing like 200 a year. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm spending, if I go make 10 on this trip, I go give a portion to the nigga who put me on. So now I'm ending up with like 5, 6, because I'm splitting half with the nigga, because he not doing absolutely nothing. He doing everything he got to do to make sure everything perfect. And then I got to pay my driver. Then I go home and pay motherfucking $1,000 in bills at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Give my baby mama some money. Go get a car. Go pay him my car note. Go do. So it's like I got to stay on this road, stay hitting licks. And I kept just spending money. So I wasn't putting nothing in the bank. I wasn't doing none of that. When I first met Durk, I had 10,000 on. Like.
Where did you meet him?
Studio. Downtown Pressure Point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What year was this?
Shit. Was it 2014? And I've been seeing him, but this our first, like, I met him. And, yeah, like, I was fresh off the lick, and I remember they was making jokes about me because I was the new nigga. And I didn't understand the jokes. But that's what made me just come out of my pocket like, nigga, I'm 10 up. This today. Y'all take this today, I'm gonna have it tomorrow. Like, y'all tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody in here getting no money like me. I don't get no fuck rapping or not. Fuck all that. And it's like, he didn't respond to that. He wasn't even trying to hear that. You know, Durk a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? He's just joking. Yeah. But I'm serious. I got jewels on my neck. I got whip outside. I'm like, half these niggas, not even you. Fuck the rapper. Somebody in here, goddammit, your friend. Do you got a friend with 10 on them right now? And now everybody quiet. End of the night, I'm giving motherfuckers rides home. I'm like, oh, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And Durk heard the music and he just was fucking with me. That's how it was. It was like the music beat everything. Durk had 1,000 friends who rap. 1 million motherfuckers rapped. Everybody was mad at me when I first got with Durk. Like, damn, you gonna go sign this nigga?
Was he Durk at the time?
Yeah.
What songs did he have out?
Beginning songs like Bang Bros, L's Up. I think he probably had one record with Days Loaf, that What You Do to Me. Yeah, that.
Beyonce?
No, not Beyonce, no. All the way at the beginning, yeah.
Okay, I remember.
I was there through the Beyonce stages, like helped out on a lot of shit. Yeah, this was like right at the beginning. Right when shit was like, alright, you finna be Lil Durk. Like, you don't got an album out yet, but this your first day. That day that it happened was the first day he went in working on his album. So he in his glow. He you know what I'm saying? He feeling like, I'm up, I got bank on me, I got all the killers around me. And I'm in there by my motherfucking self. I know Lil Vernie the nigga who put me on with Durk. That's how I even got in the dough. And Lil Vernie had a lot of respect. His name held a lot of weight. So it was like, if he say something, ain't nobody gonna really be like, even if they is doing that, they not gonna speak out and be like, no, you can't bring him. Or you can't. He was one of them niggas like, man, this my man's. Hey, y'all tweaking. If he can't be up in here, I can't be up in here. Who is you? You ain't even been around that long. Fuck is you talking about? Like, Vernie do that to niggas. So if a nigga try to judge or something and say, oh man, he a new nigga. Vernie be like, you a new nigga. We ain't grow up with you. Fuck is you talking about? You been here 2 years, boy. And nigga be like, damn. So that's what I love about Vernie. Like, he always stood out and motherfucking stood up for me in them moments, because it's times where you need a motherfucker like that when you going against a whole mob. I'm a GD and I'm walking into a whole BD situation. All you niggas that's famous BDs. Chief Keef, Fredo Santana, Lil Reese, Lil Durk, and then so on. All them niggas, the whole wave was BDs. So I'm GD and it's like I'm coming into a BD situation. Even my hood, I was on 630 at the time. 630 was my hood. Motherfucking 630 Horn. I had it over there on the week. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will tell you about me over there. Oh man, hip ass goddamn had this bitch locked. That's why I say I've been everywhere, and everywhere I go I figure out my niche. What am I good at over here? What y'all need over here? You feel me? What y'all need? I was saying 6332 South Horn. And that's the heart of this shit. This is where they dropping at every day. It's cracking. Going gangland, see about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for real. And I moved over there not knowing no motherfucker. I just went over there and was doing me. Like, what y'all need? And I remember the nigga who even allowed me to sell weed. His name was Pookie. Pookie the tattoo man. And Pookie stayed right next door. And Pookie was the man on the weed. But I'm talking to Pookie like, damn, I need to make some money over here. You know? Pookie like, man, I'm doing tattoos right now. You could just go ahead and do the weed. Yeah. Got me some weed. My shit stopped booming so hard, even Pookie was like, hey, look, man. Like, this my shit. He went down. It got so bad for Pookie. When he let me do that shit, he went down to $2 bags. Just so he could beat out the competition. And it's like, you still wasn't beating it out. He had like 1 day or 2 days that he'll step on my toes. And then after that, he realized, man, I ain't making no motherfucking money trying to play with him.
He had 2 for the 5?
No, he had $2 bags.
I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of that. That's the first time. That was the first time that shit. He did it just because we stayed next door to each other, and I had $3 bags, but my bags was like this. But I'm booming. Yeah, but he was always my homie. Pookie did my tattoos, all type of shit. Pookie did.
Still around?
Yeah, Pookie somewhere around this motherfucker. Pookie somewhere getting some money right now, finessing and guessing.
So you know what's funny? This was around the time where it was just Reggie, right?
Reggie, that's it. You couldn't get nothing else. Listen, if you had Loud or Dro, it was like, damn, smoke that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, man, where the fuck you get that shit from? Who got that shit? It's $20 for 1 gram. That's the lowest it go. And niggas wasn't trying to do a dub back then. Not when bags was $5, big ass bag of Reggie, $5. Then 2 for $5. Then here come Hip stumping with the two blunt $3 bags. You getting 2 blunts out this shit.
I used to get 5 for the dub.
See what I'm saying? I used to do motherfuckers crazy deals, man. Crazy deals. Like, I remember when I was in the barbershop, I used to, line the policemen up, but I used to sell the policeman with weed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here, man. Now I be thinking about this shit. Like, I done did this shit, man. Like, everywhere I went, I done marked my motherfucking territory. Like, man, I'm out here. And motherfuckers know that. Motherfuckers know, like, I was just always a hustling ass nigga, but they knew music was like my first love. So I wasn't finna let music go for shit. It was just, I'm doing this just to fund what I need to do in music. So when I was selling weed, it was to get studio time. When I was cutting hair, it was to get studio time. When I was hitting licks, it was to get studio time and then, get a little more fly for the camera. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I told God, like, man, please, if you could stop this bad luck shit and get me a real situation where I could really be seen to the media, like, I'll let this shit go because I know this shit ain't good for me. I know eventually I'm going to get caught. And when I get caught, now I got to go take away so much time of my life just because I'm risking my life for something that I believe in. You know what I'm saying? So I got my situation with Durk, and everything wasn't peaches and cream because you would think like every artist coming in the game like, oh man, I'm finna get a deal. We up. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing to talk about. And a lot of shit did change in my life. Like I was on Durk's first album. I did a record with French Montana. God damn it, I helped write three records on Casino Life 2 on French Montana project. I'm motherfucking been on tour buses and shit, sold out crowds. Like my mixtapes do well. So it's like, all right, your life changed music wise. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. We always want more. I remember me and Durk first dropped Don't I. So Durk signed me. He put me up on his Instagram. I just signed Hypno Carlito, who up the band, first artist of OTF. And I'm like, all right, followers going up and shit. I'm like, this is what's up. And then I didn't see nothing change. I'm like, okay, I got followers, I got people fucking with me, a couple likes, but I was already getting, 100, 200 likes. So now I'm up, 300-400 likes. I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool, but what's the next move? Then I get on Durk's album. And that didn't come out yet, but I knew I was gonna be on his album. But we did a song called Donut. He took me to Cali, and we had one session. Young Chop was in there producing it. Young Chop and CB Mix, and motherfucking Durk like, you like this one? We gonna do this. I'm like, all right. I jumped on the song, went in the booth, knocked it out. People filming me just like this shit. I'm not even knowing this gonna be the video. So that's why in Donut, I forever hate what I have on in Donut. Like, Durk never told me this finna be cameras out. We finna introduce you to the world. Like, he just like, hey, come to the studio, we ain't on shit. And every day I've been to the studio, I'm jumping fly, jumping fresh, nothing's happening. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just in the background nigga. Today I'm just gonna wear some sweats, little goofy ass tank top with the little goofy shit. And Durk like, come on, we shooting now. We finna shoot the video. I'm like, oh no. And we shoot that motherfucker. And I didn't even know it was out. I'm chilling, I wake up, I'm on 63rd at this time. And as soon as I wake up, motherfuckers blowing my phone up. Oh, hey, you all over the world, stop, nigga, whoa. I'm, what the fuck going on? Millions of views going up. Ooh. I'm, damn. Def Jam called me. Def Jam say, man, look, this is like one of Durk's biggest records right now. So I'm, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, some big shit finna happen. Def Jam sending me a little check through the mail. So I'm really thinking, oh, it's busting. You know what I'm saying? It's like we in. My whole problem with the game was I just didn't know it. So when you don't know the game, like anybody could tell you anything and you get excited. But if you don't have the knowledge on the shit, you later get disappointed. Then you looking like, man, this motherfucker ain't do this. This motherfucker ain't do that. Boop. So it's just, I'm at a stage where it's like, now, all right, we rebuild and we just do it the right way. Nothing's broken. Nothing's tarnished. Nothing's fucked up. We still getting good views. Like every mixtape that I done did, if it didn't do 1 million, like it's gonna do it now. I just checked my most recent mixtape. I'm up for like 950,000. So it's like, I'm like, all right, well, it ain't like we fell. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to do it better this time, man. That's all I plan to do. Just take shit to another level. Like shit, even with Durk, I appreciate all that shit. Like, he was learning as I was learning. We was both learning together. It's been times he looked at me confused in a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, I don't know, So we both learn as we go. So I don't never look at him and say like, oh man, it's fucked up. No, we just always talk shit out. We work shit out, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?